What up, ladies and germs, Wonder Shoppers all over the world? It is I, the first place champion here, the one and only Rodimus Prime, with mainstream Malcolm right beside me. And oh, by the way, today is his born day. Happy born day.
Thank you.
And the War Machine MJ on camera.
What's up?
Well, behind the scenes on camera, but yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Tell them why we're here.
Yeah, let's go ahead and talk
Because
about
we got
it.
this stupid show that used to actually...
Jesus Christ. Where do we begin? Or should I say, where do I begin?
Let's start with, this is how bad Rod fucked up.
It was in that moment.
And he took us along for the ride.
It was in that moment that I fucked up, and I will, on camera, in front of the world, will admit to my mistake.
Almost died that night.
At least it wasn't to a royal degree.
At least I didn't act like your brother, though.
I mean,
What?
this is like this like adds to your highlight reel of fuck ups. Because there was also that time where you threw up on camera.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Yeah,
Let's
you
not.
remember that. Yeah.
Let's not talk
was
about
I mean, that wasn't a fuck up on your part. That was kind of your body saying, "Fuck you."
Yeah. Anyway,
Yes,
well, that was pretty.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a bottle.
That was pretty gross. Anyway, what we're talking about, what I'm talking about, is a vintage review. This is my vintage review of the very first episode of WCW Thunder.
That's
Yes,
how I know it sucks ass. This is your review.
the bootleg version of SmackDown. Yes. This happened on January 8th, 1998, 20 years ago. And let's just say, this show was not what I expected. I see why people didn't like this show.
It's fucking trash.
Basically, it was just, like mainstream said here, fucking trash. Basically, recaps, we'll have a match, commercials, talking.
Scott Steiner.
And Scott Steiner.
Being Scott
Before he turned on his brother.
Okay, everybody says Raw's the A show, SmackDown's the B show. It's obvious that Nitro was the A show. Thunder, more or less, was the F show.
Well, yeah.
F as in grade F.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
failure.
Yeah.
So pretty much, like I said, it was recaps, matches, commercial, talking, repeat. Recaps, talking, matches, commercial, repeat.
Eat, sleep, suplex, repeat.
Yes.
Eat, sleep, suplex, repeat.
So basically, let's just start off with this. They started off the show with talking. They were talking. It was Tony Schiavone,
Little fucker.
the other guy, I can't think of his name, and Bobby the Brain Heenan, God rest his soul, on commentary. Mike Tenay, he was somewhat on commentary. They did a recap of Starrcade. Now, 1997 was the Starrcade where Sting beat Hulk Hogan.
It was also the Starrcade with Eric Bischoff and Bret Hart, I think.
Yeah, they showed that match.
That-
No, it was Larry Zbyszko versus Eric Bischoff.
And Bret Hart was the ref, yeah.
And
Oh,
Scott
yeah.
Hall got involved, and yeah. That match was trash.
That was completely...
The ending was dumb. Can we all agree? That
Yeah.
ending was dumb.
Yeah.
Anyway, they started off the show with Gentleman Chris Adams versus the Macho Man Randy Savage. Now, they played this where's the Macho Man? Is he going to be here? Is he going to be here? Because apparently there were problems within the NWO at that time.
NWO is no bueno.
Yeah.
I show up when I want to, where I want to, man, brother.
Yeah.
Madness.
They showed half the group in one limousine. The other half of the group came out in another limousine. Like, what the fuck? Like, you know, NWO had like 50 members in the group. The other 25 was in limo 1. The second half of the group was in limo 2. And everybody's just in the cut like, why is that motherfucker here? Why is he here? You know what I'm saying? Like, that was kind of dumb.
They just looked like they had an issue over the bill at whatever restaurant they stopped at.
Yeah, like, why didn't so-and-so pitch in for the bill? But he's a part of the group, though.
Why did he order this and didn't pay this?
Yeah, why didn't he look at the menu knowing how high this shit is?
I didn't order that, brother. This is madness. I paid my part. Why did you pay your part, man?
Oh, but the highlight of this match was Lex Luger.
Oh, God.
He ran down and hit Macho Man in the head with a chair. Just like, Huh. Like, fuck you.
Like he tried to throw it.
Yeah, he tried to throw it, but
he wanted to throw it, but he thought about it and just hit him. Like it's like that.
Yeah,
Like,
and then
he thought about it mid-stride. He's like, I'm not gonna throw it.
He's like, gonna throw it. Wait, no.
yeah, and J.J. Dillon came down, and later on he reversed the decision. Now he was the head of the booking committee. He was like the GM, so to speak.
It was a GM.
Well, I said he was like the GM.
Oh.
Anyway, the shit sucked. Chris Adams won, but Macho Man won due to the decision being reversed.
Oh, they actually started the show with J.J. Dillon kind of laying down the law.
Yeah.
He kind of said, like, if they act, out of line, like interfere in other people's matches or, whatever else he said, he was going to fine them and or suspend them.
Yeah, that was for WCW talent and NWO talent. So nobody was safe.
Yeah, that was going to come back around towards the end of the show in a dumbass segment.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
But we'll get to that in a minute.
Later, it's been what, a month since we watched this shit?
Yeah, we watched it before WrestleMania.
Yeah. The Steiners had a match. Now, during this time, they were having...
Actually, we watched it after TakeOver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we were trying to watch Ring of Honor, but...
the website crashed. Though.
Yeah,
That's
Jesus.
what happened.
Yeah.
Anyway, the Steiners, they were somewhat having problems between each other. And
somebody wasn't given 33rd chance.
Yeah, Rick
Effort.
went up for their finishing move, and Scott just had a 33% chance of just getting the pin. And Scott and Rick was just on top rope, like, bro, really, bro, like, what the fuck, bro? And Ted DiBiase was their manager at the time.
Really? I
Yeah.
didn't see him out there.
I think he was out there.
No, I didn't see him out there. I thought that this was the point where Ted DiBiase joined the NWO.
I don't think that happened yet.
Oh,
But
well.
I know later on Scott turned on Rick.
Yeah, Scott Steiner, no es tranquilo.
Yeah. Let's see. We had a cruiserweight match. It was so much that happened besides talking, recaps, and
Repeat.
commercials.
I mean,
That
We-
cruiserweight match was actually good.
it was pretty good, surprisingly, but they didn't give it a whole lot of time.
Yeah, I think it was Psychosis.
It was Psychosis, and I want to say Juventud,
Yeah, it's Hove too. Yeah.
Yeah, Juventud.
Juventud.
It was a really good match.
but they didn't give it a lot of time. I think they gave it like 5 minutes.
Yeah. Let's see. Tenzan. He was on the show. He took on some other Japanese guy. Can't think of his name right now. Anyway. Other than that, let's get to this closing segment of the show. It's so much to just digest on my part. So I take my lick. Anyway, they came out there. J.J. Dillon, the NWO. Hogan stated that he was the real world champion. Again, he got beat at Starrcade. A lot of people said that match with him and Sting was just god awful. A lot of hype, but shitty match. Shitty ending.
It was a Shizer match.
It was a Shizer match. Basically, he called out Sting, being JJ, and told him to relinquish the belt. He threw the belt down and told JJ, "You have no guts."
Now, see, he pointed the bat at Hogan and said what he needed to say.
Yeah.
Pointed the bat at J.J. Dillon, told him he had no guts and that he was going to regret this decision.
Yeah, and he told Hogan, "You're a dead man."
And then he just walked out.
Yeah.
That was stupid.
Yeah. He threw the belt down, pointed the bat at them, and that was it. Other than that, this show, I'm not even going to rate it.
We already rated it. It was an F show.
It was 0.
Grade letter wise, we give it an F.
You know what? Worse than F. Not complete. NC. Gonna go college on this shit.
Okay.
No.
NC. Not complete.
Not complete. That's what we'll give it. So, I'll think twice before we do another episode of Thunder. So, I mean, if
Thunder.
you guys, I tell you what, if you guys...
Another episode? Holy fuck.
No.
I was gonna say, don't you mean a vintage?
Listen to me. Listen. If you guys want to pick something from the network or whatever, let me know.
No, I was gonna ask if you meant another episode of vintage.
Oh, vintage. Yeah.
Because you said Thunder. I'm like,
I mean,
that
but,
shit show.
Let me rephrase it. I'm not doing another episode of Thunder for vintage.
Okay, all right.
Because after the first episode, that was... But if you guys got something in mind, you know.
I mean, again, we could go off the WWE and WCW beaten path.
Yeah.
Because look at, what time we live in now. We live in the network era where we have, the network. We have Global Wrestling Network.
Yeah.
We have...
Honor Club.
Honor Club. I was trying to remember that. We have Access.Defiant. We have Progress.
We have New Japan.
We have New Japan. We have All Japan?
I think All Japan has their... Yeah.
Okay.
So we have a lot other than...
We have options.
We have options. We got options, boy.
Options.
But other than that, do y'all want to add to this shit?
No.
We might go back to Thunder or WCW. Hear me out.
No.
If we need to cleanse our palate with something god-awful.
Okay. So something shitty happens in WWE or somewhere else.
No, it's just like, okay, we reviewed all these great pay-per-views, but not everything in wrestling is like dripping with gold.
That is true.
We need something that drips of shit, like David Arquette as champion.
Ah!
Or Vince Russo.
Or Vince Russo, there we go. Well, depends on which Vince Russo we're talking about.
Or not Starcade, not the first one.
That was fucking...
We couldn't even, we got halfway through.
No, we watched 10 minutes of it and we were just like, fuck this shit.
No, 10 minutes we were bored. We got halfway through before we said we can't do
I think I
this.
fell asleep.
Yeah, you fell asleep every time we watched it.
I was like, I'm done.
Jesus. Yeah.
It was boring as fuck.
But yeah,
What do you want me to do?
that first episode of Thunder was just straight shite.
That's why I didn't
Let's
like
see.
them.
This video is a perfect example of bad wrestling versus boring wrestling. If it's boring, there's nothing to talk about. There's nothing to make fun of.
Yeah.
If it's bad wrestling, then there's everything to criticize, everything to make fun of. Oh, yeah, make fun of it, brother. Madness.
Well, let me tell you something, brother. This is our review of...
No. This is your review.
This is, my review of WCW Thunder, the very first episode.
Damn.
Other than that, this is Mainstream Malcolm, War Machine MJ.
Yep.
We're out of here. I'm out of here. I'll see you guys later.